Hello, hello, hello. Guess what, y'all? It's New Year's Eve. I'm laughing at my daughter. New Year's Eve 2024. And I said, I'm not going to go in a year with my station all messed up. So, in the middle of cleaning it up, I started making some earrings. As you can see, the earrings are very lightweight. They're spiral made of all this 12 gauge aluminum wire and some handmade ear wires. So I'm going to show you some of the tools that I've used. Only the tools that I've needed was some aluminum wire. And I made my jump rings from the aluminum wire. I used them with the bell making pliers. I used a file to file down some of the points on the jump ring. I used my nylon pliers just to straighten the wire a little bit. And of course my flesh cutters to cut with. My 6-prong pliers I used to make the loops. And my flat nose pliers I used to start my spiral. And I may or may not have used my round nose pliers. It just depended if I needed. And just a quick demonstration of how I made my jump rings. I really didn't take it off the spindle because I did not know how many I was gonna need or whatever. So I straightened it out a little bit, and just to show you what I did, I took my file and made that just square or just even a little bit. And then I said I wanted to, I was going to do something else at first, but then I changed my mind and did this. I think I used a small one. But anyway, I'm just showing you how I did it. I just placed it at the bottom and just started turning. Turn, 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 turn. And it just wraps around itself. Now, before I told you that this wire marks very fast or very easily. So you have to be very careful. But I said I was going to wear these myself because I knew it was going to scratch. So that's just what I did. I did this until I was all the way, or until I had enough where I thought, okay, this is enough. And to get off. Now I use these pliers that I got from the hardware store because I didn't know if it'd mess up my flesh cutters or not. So I used the flesh side and cut. Okay. Then I turned it around and cut. And that's what I did. I kept alternating the sides and cut. And I did that all the way up. Now I have seen where if you have good enough pliers, you can go maybe 2 and cut. However, you want to make sure that you get the right length, I should say. The jump ring should be able to meet in the middle, so you don't want to cut too far off where you can't meet them in the middle, where they're too short or something. So I cut right at where the last cut was made. And there we have jump rings. Okay. And from there, I don't know why he wants to listen to stuff while I film. Y'all didn't hear me. And then I just took this and just filed it down a little bit so that they can meet really good in the middle. Open them up a little bit more and just filed it. I do have another file that may be a little quicker. I don't see it right now. Let's see. Let me make sure I get different colors. Usually I go in one direction when I file, but this, you don't have to on this particular thing because it's not like I go on one direction if I'm filing for something that goes in the ear or something like that, where it has to be really smooth. But these are just getting a little smooth so that they'll close better. So then, about leaving, I did not measure because I did not know how big the spiral was I wanted. So what I'm going to have to do is take it off my I'm just going to straighten some of this wire out. And then I'm going to set this on the floor. So that I have liberty to use as much as I want. So what I'm going to do is take this off. I'm going to measure it. This one, the first one is about 2.5 inches wide. Or you can count the rings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 turns. When I get to 5, I'll stop and check. So I used my round nose pliers and started my spiral. I really wanted the inside spiral, the inside hole to be kind of little. And I just started spiraling. Once I got it started, I try to do it with my fingers. Like I said, because this one marks very easy. So I didn't, the nylon pliers, I haven't been successful in doing good spirals with it. It's too slippery. This one's doing okay. But yet, even with those, they still mark. So I'm going to go ahead and use my fingers. And what I was doing was I was trying to stay in one color or maybe 2 colors in one spiral so that you can see the, what they call it, what do you call it when it runs from one color to another color? Ombre. I wanted you to see the ombre effect. Okay, and that's about that size, so I'm going to end it. So the way I'm going to end it is right past this circle end. So I'm just going to cut it. and then round it up. Okay, and just turn and make a loop. Okay, so I have my first spiral, and now I'll start on my second one. Same thing. I want to make this as small as I can. See, this is starting like the pinkish color. This is very soft until you start to try to spiral it. And this one I'm going to make just a little bit bigger than the other one. And just go around and try to keep as close as you desire the design to be. So my second one is about right there. Ooh, that was good. Make sure it's bigger than that one. I think I'm going to go just a little bit more. Start to get that yellow in there. And cut. Right past the circle. And I make my loop. Okay, and you can stand it up a little bit if you need to. And I always stand mine up by the neck. Take it by the neck and stand it up. Okay, this first one, second one. Now to make the third one. And I'm going to make the third one just a little bit. Bigger than the second one. Now, you know, it just popped into my head to do this as I was cleaning up. I've been into this aluminum wire. I get into one thing and then I do it until I'm like, okay, I'm tired of that. And then I'll go to another type of design, like whether it's seed beads or wood beads or Christmas theme or Valentine's Day is coming up. You know, I don't know, how do y'all feel about themes as far as Valentine's, Christmas, Halloween? You know, to me, in my experience, you know, I really get that many sales from that. People want things, they don't want to pay for it though. I think I spoil my people because I have giveaways too much, but you know, I'd rather people wear my jewelry. No, I'd rather they pay for no. Oh my goodness. You know, we gotta recoup from buying our things. And one day I ain't gonna be Chanel because Chanel is Chanel, but I'll be paying PTB Designs for you. I don't know. I could have a line that's expensive, but I'd rather it be affordable for the people who want to look good just as good as the people that can afford it. Afford expensive Chanel and whatever. PT's B Designs for you is for you. The regular working, hard working people. They want to look good. Yes. Okay. And I see I made that fairly large. And it's going into the gold. Started with the gold and then it went to the green and now it's going into the blue. That's what I really wanted to see the earring do. Yep, about there. So I can't cut it off the spool. I still have it on the spool. Cut it off the spool and just go a little bit more. Straighten that out a little bit. Okay, so now I can make my loop. Oop, that one got carried away a little bit. Stand her up. And there we have the third one. As for the ear wires, I made my ear wire with 20 gauge brass artistic wire. And mine is kind of wonky. I hate when I take this apart and then it goes crazy like it. It's hard to get it back. So I used about, I think it was 3.5 inches, depending on how you want your ear wire to look. Now, the ear wire that I made it to be a wrapped loop at the base, a wrapped loop at the base, and then just a regular ear wire. And the reason I chose to make mine is because the gauge is so thick on here. I didn't think it would, I thought it would be too big for a regular ear wire. So I made mine. So what I did, I used my 6-stepper, put it on about 1/3 of the way down. Okay. I'm looking about this much. It's not half. And I went, let me turn this around. I went up, over, and down, then back, and wrapped it. I usually wrap with my flat nose holding it. You can do it with your finger, or if you want a tighter grip, a tighter wrap, you pull it with pliers. I only did 2 turns, and let me use my flesh cutters and cut. They're watching TV in the other room. How rude. And I just file this down a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to take my 6-stepper, and I think I used the biggest one. I came in, put this right here at the base of it, and what I do, I turn it as I wrap it around it. And by turning it, I might move it up some too. If I feel like the loop is it's not doing what I want it to do, and I just messed it up. All the way till it meets. Okay, then I come to the front and make my little indentation, and I cut it. After that, I file this. If you wear your own ear wires, you know how it feels if you don't file this. Feels like you're getting your ears pierced for the first time every time you put your earrings on. So this helps it not to feel that way. And this is why I don't hardly keep fingernail polish on, because I end up filing it off, or glue, or when I start painting. However, I wanted to wear fingernail polish for a while because my nails grow really well with just fingernail polish. I don't have to add any acrylic or anything. So, after that, I get my bench block, which is this. I got it sitting over here on a kind of like a felt kind of thing so it won't be so loud. And I use my rubber mallet and I just work harden it a little bit. Okay, and now from here I add my jump rings. What I did was I did 2 jump rings, 3 jump rings, then 4. So I add my jump ring first, and then I add the rest of them to this jump ring. Then I want to add, let me add another color. These are the ones that I already found. I add 1. Since they're all open, it doesn't matter. There's 1. Bless you. And here's 2 with And sometimes I like to feel it. I like to feel it going back and forth. Now, one thing with aluminum wire, this gauge is going to show everything. So I add this to this one, to this pink one. 1, 2. I remember working in the hair salon, and she kept telling me, Pam, your nails are jewels, not tools. Because I'd be opening everything and doing everything with my nails. There's 2, and I need 1 more. I guess I'll go with a yellow one. And 3. Oopsie. So that's the first one and the second one. Now to add my third one. Oh, I got 2 greens up there. Let me go with a blue one. There's 1. And as I said, the reason why I'm not using the metal pliers is I don't want to scratch it. So I'm just using my fingers and the nylon. There's 1. And 2. I started making my dinner for tomorrow or midnight. My black-eyed peas and cabbage with andouille sausage and cornbread and what is the third thing? I made a pie. A lemonade pie. I was going to make it for Christmas and forgot to get the frozen lemonade, so I had to make it today. And I remember me and my grandmother making it back in the day. Oh my God, it was so good. So I had to taste the nostalgia. No bake, easy to make. 3 ingredients. Put it in a refrigerator and wait. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 1 more. I'm gonna go with blue since it's got a blue head on it. Okay, so there's my earrings. So it's like a chain link spiral. Very, very, very lightweight. May not look it, but it is. So leave me a comment. Please subscribe to my channel. I show one subscriber on my one, but on my tablet it has 253. So I don't know what's going on with my YouTube channel because I had to reset it. And when I got new internet, and it just messed it all up. If anybody can suggest a way to get it back, I want my 253 subscribers. So here's the pair. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so you can see when I post another video. Thank you. Goodbye.